Today is probably one of the happiest days of my life. I've been doing this stuff for years, preparing. I've known my whole life, but it's really started to shift and change just this week. When you have a vision, when you have a dream, in my case, it was a vision, and it was burned into me. It became my mission. It became my focus. It became me. You go through the process, and I'm sure others went through this as well, and I'm sure you go through this as well, where you're like, I don't think this is ever going to happen. Maybe it's not real. Maybe what I experienced and what I went through wasn't real. You start questioning yourself because other people are questioning you, because you literally are alone. Like, I'm the one that was given this vision. Nobody else. No one's going to understand this but me to its fullest capacity. Similar to like Martin Luther King. No one understood fully his vision, only him. It was meant for him. You are the only one that's going to understand your purpose and your vision because it's meant for you. But after years of work, years, what I started in the ethereal realm, which is where everything starts, by the way. If you truly understand manifesting and what's coming with instant manifesting, and those of you that will be taught to do this, it starts with, number one, connecting back into the source of who you are. Number two is getting total control over your subconscious mind, also in the ethereal realm. Number three, having total control over all of your emotions, integrated within yourself, becoming a part of self, not separate. And then the fourth is anchoring that into the material plane. That's the manifestation process. It's that simple. But it has to be done in that order, otherwise it does not work. You know why people don't manifest their dream life? Because they don't have absolute control over those dimensions, specifically the subconscious. Because when you get into the subconscious mind, it's massive. It's massive. It's belief systems that have been around before even time. You half the shit that I went through, I didn't understand it. What? I have no idea. My greater self, my infinite self, has been around since the beginning of the creation of the universe. How was I supposed to know? I'm just a human body with a conscious mind that moves the energy. That's the key you have to understand. Your conscious mind is the front operating system that not overrides, it integrates and takes over and takes control of the other aspects of self so that self integrates as whole. I have total and 100% control over my subconscious mind and my emotional body, my astral body. And I'm in the process, finally, of getting my greater self, my infinite self, to anchor in the material plane, to understand that you must bring that vibration, you must bring that energy here into this form. Yes, you can shift the form. Yes, you can change things, but you have to come here. That has been my last step, my last part, because she does not want to come here. Her point of view, maybe you've had this, was I'm in heaven. Heaven's fantastic. We don't hurt each other. We don't kill each other. We don't hate each other. We love each other. We look out for each other. It's bliss. Why would I want to come down there and just watching and knowing, and from past experience, that I'm going to be bullied, beaten, berated, raped, some cases murdered, some lives. I've been through it all, tortured, tormented. I've been through all of it. So my greater self was like, no, thank you. I'm not going down there. That's a suicide mission. Which is why a lot of you, if you had the belief of, fuck this place, I don't like any of these people suck, I hate it here, I don't want to be here, I'd rather die. If you've had that mentality, that's where it comes from. You come from a higher vibration. Why would you come down to this low vibration? Because as a higher vibration being, these beings will attack you. Because you shine the light of truth on them. They don't like that. They hate that. Which is why they attack you. Not only that, you possess a direct connection to source, therefore they want that. So they're going to try to leech onto you to siphon and take whatever they can from you. Absolutely not. But here's the thing. It's changed. I've talked about this, and I was reviewing some of my old videos over a year ago. Many of you weren't even on my channel then. And I didn't create this channel to monetize it and make money. It's not what I was told it was for. It was for a data dump, a database, so that when things start happening in the material plane, because this is a prove it society, I'm a prove it kind of gal, that I can go back and say, I predicted this. I did that. Here's my proof. Because I can see it coming that even though you prove this is an illusion, okay, let's say I levitate right now, or I walk through this wall. Even if I do that on camera or in front of a whole bunch of people, there are going to be people out there that are going to say, that didn't happen, that wasn't real, that was created with a camera or some type of whatever. Or they're just going to go attack. Especially those that are in power and do not want you to prove and that this is an illusion, and also take away their power. Because the people that run this, the energies that run this, they run it off of your power, my energy. We're their power source. Without us, they don't exist. Without us, this whole thing crumbles. And it will crumble. Because more and more of you are taking back your energy, you're taking back your power, you're pulling the rug out from under these narcissists, these egotistical, selfish, self-centered energies. And if they can't feed off of you anymore, they can't get their power from you, their whole lives crumble. Their lives crumble, and everything they created off of you is going to crumble. Everything is going to collapse. At an individual level, in your homes, on a collective level, on a world and a universal level. That's okay. Because it's just like I was explaining to someone else the other day who was freaking out. Oh my God, what's going to happen? I said, what happens every time a massive storm comes through, a category 5 tornado? It sucks. Everyone's freaking out. Oh my God, we're going to lose everything. And they do. Decimated. Do you know what comes the next day? The sun. Calm. Sometimes rainbows. We're getting ready to go through that storm. In order to rebuild something on truth, because the current system, the current universe was created off of illusion and lies. In order to create something new based in truth, rooted in source, you have to get rid of the old. You have to. Because the old was created on a quicksand. It's going to collapse. Because you're the sand refilling your body. Now we can shift into creating the new. And that's exactly what's about to happen. The shift has already been made to the new timeline, the new earth, the new universe, whatever you want to call it. Two timelines are going to run parallel for a while because some people are going to still want to stay in polarity. They are not going to accept this new reality. Fine, don't have to. Free will choice. But here's the rundown so you understand. When I tapped into the greater minds, and there are two minds that created the original the universe, okay? God the Father, God the Mother, and then the two soulmates, and then the angels, and then blah, blah, blah. I went through this before. It wasn't one mind. It's not just a father. It requires a mother. These two minds, with their belief systems, this is the subconscious mind, created all of this. So in order to fix all of it, it doesn't happen here as a human. But the human, the conscious mind, my mind, years ago, when I tapped into this greater mind, was like, oh shit, why do you believe that? That's not true. And I started to delve into, and I'm the feminine, I'm the divine feminine ladder. I started to delve into my subconscious mind, my greater self, her belief systems. And I started to undo them. And I would undo them in the ethereal realm. It would hit in the astral realm, and then I would watch it in real time manifest into the material plane where I'm at now. In the beginning, it would take me about 2 weeks before I would see some results because it had never been done before. Because when I viewed the universe, when I first saw it, it was literally like a ball of yarn. It had become so intertwined and entangled that feminine didn't have identity, masculine didn't have identity. They didn't know who was what was where. There was no sense of self. It was like, oh, well, you're me and I'm you and whatever. Even though this is toxic and we're not getting anywhere and we're glued and we're stuck and we hate each other. Oh yeah, we love each other. But we hate each other. But we love each other. And you hurt me and I hurt you and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. The entire universe, your entire system here is like that. People are connected to all kinds of other people. And they're toxic. Or they have problems, or they have issues, or whatever. And you're exchanging energy. You want to know why you're not healing? Because you're connected to all those people. And you're staying at that vibration, that frequency. And those that teach you to connect are doing that to keep you trapped in this matrix, in this system. It's done on purpose. But anyway, I started to unravel this ball of yarn so that there was more of a sense of identity and self. Be like, okay, I'm going to play the feminine role. You play the masculine role. You work on your belief systems. I'm going to work on mine. But we're two different people. I am a completely different person than my masculine. I want him to be his masculine. I want to be my feminine. I want to heal my feminine. I don't want to be intertwined with a toxic or an unhealed masculine because then I'm going to have trouble healing my feminine. And so that unraveling has been done. And the cleansing of the virus, I call it, the toxicity, also known as the ego, has been cleansed out of the ethereal realm, the angelic realm. It has been cleansed out of the astral realm. And go back and look in my library. I talk about it. and when it happened. Now we're in the material plane, guys. This is it. This is truly it. What started in the ethereal is here in the material plane. How do I know that? How do I know that it is manifested? Because now it's being spoken about. I've talked about the uniting of these two that became very polarized. Extreme right, extreme left. Sound familiar? Extreme positive, extreme negative. Sound familiar? In order to undo all of that and then bring it back so that these two entities, these soulmates that created all of this, can come back together healed 100%. Then they can share and join their energies because they have a sense of self, but also understand their oneness. Once this comes back together, and they're in solitude right now working, and they're very close, and they're about to meet in the 3D, in the material plane. Once this happens, guys, and I talked about this on this channel, over a year ago, about the reuniting, and this is the great reset. This is the kaboom. This is the ripple effect, new universe, new earth. Because these two are now whole, healed, they understand each other, they respect each other. They are no longer polarized. They are learning from each other, and they are going to come back in love. It's never happened, but it's going to be a goddamn miracle. Because this was tried back in the days of Egypt, when you had Ra, the sun god, Rashael, and Namenna. They're back again, trying it again. They failed back in the days of Egypt, and they were gods. They are gods. Let me tell you what, you're about to see them step into that God power here. Just remember me when I'm out there, that I told you it was coming and that it's going to happen. And it's happening very quickly, because I want you to check her out. She's pretty awesome. Her channel is called, where are you at, girlfriend? Let's see. The Connected Conduit. She goes into great detail, I don't know if you can see that, about the divine masculine and divine feminine unifying in the 3D. Finally, she doesn't understand what's about to happen. She's not given the download 100%. I gave you the download. I'm telling you what's about to happen. Now I know. This is how I know when the work that I've done has manifested. This was my mission. This has taken me years of work, sacrifice. I've lost everything for this, to create a new earth, a new way, so that when these two reunite and unify, it creates a massive ripple effect. Oh man, guys, the things that you're about to experience, and for those of you that want to come all along the ride for this, miracle after miracle after miracle. The new earth, the new universe is in love. Unconditional in love. Not just a human surface level love. This is something that you've never experienced before. And it's like a drug. And these two coming back together is then going to send out that ripple. It's going to send out that wavelength to others that are ready, that are going to come and come and come and come. Then you're going to start seeing collapses of the old. Boom, boom, boom. But then you're going to see a replacement. New way, new system, new way of believing, new way of understanding, truth. Here's the truth. Let me download it into you. Boop. No more from a book. No more, well, someone said this. No, here, get it from the source. Boop, let me push your button. Yeah. Then the rapture. The rapture is the releasing of the lower 1% of energies that have to go back into source. Those are your worst of the worst. They do not add value to society. They will do everything in their power to destroy it. That's the rapture. It's not going to take the top 1%, the bottom. But as these systems start collapsing and people start freaking out because their whole belief system, everything that they believed was real, this material plane is going to be shown that it's actually an illusion. But you can become that creator. You can create on your own. You can manifest your life. That's the new way. It's going to be bumpy for a while. Yeah. A lot of people are not going to like it. But a lot of people are going to love it because they're going to realize the joy, the happiness, the working together, the infinite supply of resources, the infinite supply of energy, the infinite supply of love. Why would I live in lack or limitation when I have the option to live in limitless potential? It's here. I feel it. I know it. I sense it. And it's taken years. Years of dedication, focus, sacrifice. And I honestly did not think we was going to get to this point. And I'll be honest with you. Last week, I was looking myself in the mirror. I said, why am I doing this? This has taken over my entire life. I've lost everything. I lost my money. I lost my ex-husband, which was fine. I was okay with that loss. I lost my job. I've lost every single person in my life. I'm alone. I have nothing but me and my vision. I hit rock bottom. And I looked in the mirror and I hate to admit this, but I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want out of here. I'm done. Because I'm looking around me and I'm like, no one's listening to what I have to say, anyone. No one's getting it. I can't prove it at this point because I have to wait for the masculine. I have to. I knew that. I can't create this on my own. He can't create this on his own. You can't create and build life in something on your own. It takes the two to make the massive change. And if the other's not ready, then you're sitting there waiting and you're like, what the fuck? I'm losing everything waiting on this. And I seriously thought about ending my life and just saying fuck it and going back home. And I was like, give me one reason why I should keep going. One. You know what? My kids, God said, your kids, because if you leave, then they're going to have to pick up the pieces and nothing's going to change. And in fact, it's going to get worse. And then from that moment, it did change. Fast, too. To the point where we're here. It's only a matter of time, very quick, before these two meet. And it's going to be incredible. And I love you. I love you very much. And my whole goal with doing all of this, my greater self, who I'm in awe over her. Yeah, she's had some things we've had to work through. It was my honor to help her because she's beautiful. She's selfless. She's unconditionally loving. And she put everything aside, sacrificed everything to change all of this. Because she believes and I believe there's a better way. There's a better way. And now I'm getting ready to prove it to all of you. That's why I did this channel. Now we're ready. I hope you will be on the boat with me or come with me, but if not, I completely understand. I respect and honor free will wherever you are. And I'm here to help you. That's my job. I'm of service. To God, to myself, to humanity, to the universe. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, and then you can come back to this and say, look, she talked about it a year ago, and here it is. And look, now it just manifested. And then I'm going to show you how to do that too, so that you can do all these amazing things. Because Jesus was right. You're going to do greater things than him. Huge. Huge. Here we go. I love you.